sounding out there tonight?
Oh, let me try turning that thing on. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah, you sounded good.
Thank you very much.
I got a copy on you.
Yeah, I'm just dicking around over here. I don't have my big amp hooked up. All I got is this little Dave made, and I'm actually running a little headset boom mic, so I have no idea how it sounds.
Wow, you're sounding really good.
Roger. And if you saw this rigging of a $20 headset, it'd be pretty surprising.
Power test, power test.
Oh, the power is working. What's up? Oh, man, you can't hear me?
Yeah, I was just wondering where I heard this fan just kick on from.
That boom mic, so I have Roger. Man, you can't hear me?
Audio, check it, 111 going from. 1111111, audio, 11111 there. Check it, 111.
The audio, 111.
11111, audio,
Did you replace your power?
I'm actually running a little right now. I'm just, I'll probably show a video here in a little bit, but I'm running this rigging little 4-pill Dave made and a home-built power supply with switchers in it. So it's what I had in the backseat of my truck, so it's what I got.
Very cool. We're on the Yeezy tonight, because that's the only way we can get this frequency in.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, your 980 would not make it here, but yeah, that thing is obviously always right on sideband.
That's good to hear.
Hey, I see people starting to roll in here. Be getting started in about 4 minutes. I'm just setting a few things up. I see a few of you on Facebook and a few of you on YouTube. So just give me a minute. I'm getting ready.
Well, if nothing else, at least the DX is a little bit quieter down here.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening, good evening.
Let me just check something here real quick. I don't think I'm quite hitting her hard enough. Oh, 1 2 1 2. Hello, 1 2. Just got to give her the beans a little bit here. 1 2. Hello, test. 1 2 3 4 5. Make sure I get the Hawkeye stamp of approval here.
Always got to get the Hawkeye stamp of approval.
It's a pretty important stamp to have.
Yeah, not just anybody can get it, that's for sure.
How am I sounding there over there, Hawkeye? Hello, 1 2 1 2. Well, I'm on a different radio, but you're sounding good on it. And 4.
Yeah, I got you good over here, Swiper. Definitely an improvement over last week.
Yeah, I had tuned down a little bit for Screwdriver.
Well, I was going to ask where I was at, so I brought it up to where I think I should be-ish.
Yeah, you're right on now.
Yeah, this radio's off by, I'm on like 8951, but I kind of knew it was off before, so it's not a huge deal. What is going on, Jim? man, I think I got more rigging going on tonight than, I don't even know how the audio is coming out of this thing, but I got some rigging.
Sounds pretty good over here, Screwdriver.
Yep. Man, I got this little headset thing going on. I got some wonky stuff. I wanted to get my audio back through the headset, but I didn't get there yet.
Roger, it's working. What was that, Bruce?
What do you mean, Floyd? You're not hearing me on the radio, or you're not hearing me over the microphone? I mean the internet feed. Is that what you're trying to say?
What's going on over that way? 10-4, not much going on over in Fairfield. Alrighty. What's going on, Screwdriver?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. What's going on down there in New Gloucester?
All right, hold on. Let me try the beam here. Hey, how about that Floyd 029 Floyd? How about that Floyd 029 Floyd? You got a copy? Okay, yeah, I copy you direct on the radio, Floyd. We're going to get started here in like 2 seconds. You all set? All right, I'll throw it over to you. I'm going to switch over to the Omni just so I'm pointed your way right now, but I'll switch over to the quad when I send it your way. We're going to get started here, so just stand by. All right, we're going to get started here. I just switched back over to the Omni antenna. So, yeah, welcome to Maine SideBanders. Same bunch of goofballs, different channel. And let's see. Yeah, Maine SideBanders where clothing's optional because for all I don't know what the hell you guys are doing behind your microphones. So anyways, tonight we're going to, am I recording? Yeah, we're recording. We're going to do tonight, I'm going to send it up to Floyd here in just a minute, and he's going to grab the check-ins up to the north, and then he'll, once he gets everyone, I'll grab all you guys down here in the south, and hopefully we have good luck tonight down here. So far, so good. We'll keep our fingers crossed. So stand by a second while I switch antennas there so I can throw it over to Floyd. Stand by.
Standing.
Thank you. Okay, Floyd, if you got a copy, like I said, for those of you who maybe weren't hearing me on the Omni, I'm going to send it over to Floyd 029 up in Mercer, and he's going to grab the check-ins up to the north there, and so that way you guys can hear him a little bit better. So this is Radio Man. Go ahead there, Floyd. Standing by.
How about your 420? This is Moose over here in Fairfield. you pick me up on this one?
Yeah, hey Floyd, I got I hate that. I'll save that for later, a rant I have. Yeah, Floyd, I actually heard everyone, I copied everyone direct, so you don't need to send the list over. The only person I didn't hear was Harry in Newport, so that's pretty good. I copied Floyd, yourself, and Mercer, I got Stardust in Palmyra, and I got Moose in Fairfield, and Harry, and of course anyone else comes in there, and we appreciate it. So anyways, I'm going to switch back over to the Omni real quick to grab everyone down this way. So just stand by a second here real quick. All right. So anyways, we're back here. We're over on the other antenna now. So this is Radio Man here. We're going to try to grab the guys down in New Hampshire. So we'll try to grab them first since they're about the furthest south of us here. So any station, state of New Hampshire, any station, state of New Hampshire. Come now. Let me try that again. Any station, state of New Hampshire, any station, state of New Hampshire. Looking for Maine SideBanders roll call. Come now.
2020 is trying to get back to you. 2020, waving as hard as I can.
All right, we got you, 2020. We got you now. Any other station, state of New Hampshire? Hey, 2020, you getting anyone else, state of New Hampshire?
I don't know where the rest of them are. I know 333 was down here earlier from Motion, but I don't know where they're at.
All right, copy that. Well, anyone shows up at any time, we can bring them in. How about York County? Any stations, York County?
333, Lee, New Hampshire, checking in.
All right, 333, Lee, New Hampshire. We got you. Lee, New Hampshire, 333. Any other stations? York County, York County.
This is Wolf 359, Wolf 359, New Hampshire, checking in.
Okay, I got Wolf 359 in New Hampshire. We got you, Wolf. Any other stations? New Hampshire or York County, Maine? New Hampshire or York County, Maine? All right, moving on. Oxford County, Maine. Oxford County for Maine SideBanders. Try that one more time. Oxford County for Maine SideBanders. Oxford County. All right, nothing heard. Moving quickly here. We're going to go Cumberland County. Cumberland County for Maine SideBanders.
Rice Tea, checking in.
All right, we got you, Rice Tea, and I can assume by default we're going to put Andy down there. I'm guessing he's right there with you, right?
That is correct, right here.
All right, copy that. Any other stations? Cumberland County for Maine SideBanders.
4107, Cape Elizabeth.
4107, we got you loud and clear. Able to hear you a lot better tonight. A lot less skip down here. Cape Elizabeth. I put Cumberland. That's not right. Cape Elizabeth. There we go. Yeah, all right, 4107. We're hearing you good. Any other stations? Cumberland County for Maine SideBanders. All right, we're going to move on to Screwdriver. I'm just going to put you down. I think you forget that you're in Cumberland County, but we're going to put you down, Screwdriver, because I know you're in there. All right, we're going to grab Androscoggin County. Androscoggin County.
Mike Hunt from Booth Bay.
Oh, yes, the fabled and world famous Mike Hunt from Booth Bay. Thank you for showing up to Maine SideBanders.
Well, I asked I was wrong county. I'm Androscoggin. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, am I? Yeah. No, Lincoln. Never mind. I was out of order. Sorry.
Jesus Christ, we're going to have to do a Maine geography lesson. All right, that's fine. We won't. We're not that strict here. Any other stations in Androscoggin County? All right, I got Joker and Lewiston. All right, sounding good there, Joker. Any other stations, Androscoggin County?
Cobra, Wales.
All right, I got Cobra and Wales, and believe it or not, I could actually hear Hawkeye under Cobra's signal, Hawkeye. I bet your head's swelling up from here. I can just see it. I can just see it. Try it again. Someone tried to sneak in there. Who else we got for Androscoggin County? Yeah, I heard 207 and mine it there. 207 and mine it. Who else we got for Maine SideBanders, Androscoggin County?
Traveler.
Oh, hey Traveler. Are you mobile right now?
Negative.
Oh, a rare Traveler base station check-in. How about it? All right, very good. I was just out your way today there, Traveler. We can fill you in later. Who else we got for Maine SideBanders, Androscoggin County?
Got Swiper here in Auburn.
I was just about to say, Swiper, I know you're in there, so I thought I heard Wingnut in there earlier, but I think he might have been up in Skowhegan. I thought I heard something about Skowhegan, but he didn't. He would have checked in when he heard Floyd, so I don't know. Maybe he's out getting some pizza. We're gonna. Well, we'll cover that in just a second. Androscoggin County. Any more for Androscoggin County? All right, nothing heard on Androscoggin County. I did say I know Screwdriver's not a fan of the internet check-ins, but when we did the different channel thing, I said I would honor it tonight. So we're going to put Red Dragon. He's down in Rochester, New Hampshire. So we're going to put Red Dragon in Rochester, New Hampshire. We'll just put a footnote, because we're primarily radio only on here. But I'll put a footnote, internet check-in. All right, Saginaw County. How about Saginaw County?
Got Runt and Bowden.
Hey, Runt, how you doing? Sounding good over there in Bowden. Thanks for showing up. Who else we got in Saginaw County? All right, no one else. Kennebec County. Kennebec County. All right, Franklin County. Franklin County, last one that I'm going to call, and then I'll open it up to anyone that might have got missed. Franklin County. All right, is there anyone else for Maine SideBanders for roll call? Anywhere, New Hampshire, Maine, wherever. Anyone in there that would like to get in there that didn't get in there?
Did you already do Oxford County?
Okay, we got two in there. So we got Double D. I heard you. Boy, Double D, I'm hearing you tonight. Probably because there's no skip down here. We got Double D in Port Clyde and Fix It. Yes, we did Oxford County, and I was surprised I didn't hear you, but we got you now. Fix It in Oxford. So we got Double D, Port Clyde, and we got Fix It. Anyone else? Anywhere in the state of Maine? New Hampshire? Anyone? Roll call for Maine SideBanders.
Mr. Paranoid in Waldoboro.
Mr. Paranoid, very nice signal coming in from Waldoboro. Doing very, very good. As the amateurs like to say, fine business, OM. All right, who else we got in there for Maine SideBanders? Anywhere, doesn't matter where you are.
This is 1108 in Southern Maine.
Okay, 1108, Southern Maine. I know a lot of guys get excited when a new station pulls in because they want to see if they can hit them. 1108, whereabouts are you if you're comfortable staying in Southern Maine?
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I could make the trip to you. This is JW, also known as Papa Smurf. I'm in South Portland, and I listen to you guys on occasion, but tonight I really had a reason to kind of jump in here because I put a new ground plane on my IMAX 2000. It's made a world of difference. Okay, I'm done talking now.
Okay, hey, Papa Smurf, if you hang out for a minute, I'm sure there's a bunch of guys in here that are chomping at the bit, and I've just wrapped up roll call here, so I'm going to guess there's going to be a few guys that are going to want to talk to you. Can you hang out for a minute?
Oh, sure, I can hang
it's no problem. Go right ahead.
All right, well, you'll get a chance here to test out your station. Who's in there that wants to try to reach Papa Smurf there?
Hey, Papa Smurf, you got a copy on Swiper here in Auburn?
Mr. Paranoid in Waldoboro.
Okay, I got a whole bunch of you at the same time. I got the guy in Waldoboro and the one in Auburn, but I couldn't get any more information. Go ahead.
Why don't you go ahead, Swiper, then Paranoid?
Yeah, Swiper here in Auburn. I don't hear too many people in Portland or South Portland, so, and you're coming in here, blasting in here, so it's surprising. You're doing a hell of a job.
Oh, well, thank you very much for that. I'm talking to you on a RCI 2995DX, and I'm pushing the audio with a Turner, really old Turner Plus 3 mic that I got out of the trash and refurbished. But I've got a 5-year-old IMAX 2000 up on about 30 feet up in the air, and I've always used it without the ground plane because when I bought it, I heard that, it really wasn't necessary. But I kept getting all kinds of problems in the shack here. It would shut my computer down and whatever, so I went ahead and bit the bullet and purchased the kit to add the ground plane. And let me tell you, folks, it's made a world of difference. It's compressed that signal so it's more at the horizon. And, that makes me happy. Okay, I'm done talking. Back to you.
Hey, Paranoid, why don't you give it a shot there since you're a ways out? Paranoid, try calling 1108 there, Papa Smurf.
Roger, roger. All right, 1108, Papa Smurf. Mr. Papa Smurf. You got Mr. Paranoid up here in Waldoboro. Mr. Paranoid in Waldoboro.
Well, Mr. Paranoid in Waldoboro, you're sounding really good here. A little down in the grass, but you're still perfectly readable, and that's the important part of it. You're sounding really good, and let's see, if I remember, was it Paranoid? That was what your handle was?
Roger, roger. Mr. Paranoid up here in Waldoboro.
Okay, well, you're sounding really good here. There's someone else coming in, testing out his whistle, but he's not covering you up, so that's a good thing. But yeah, great to make your acquaintance, and I'm really glad that you're able to receive my signal up there.
Roger that, absolutely. 1108. I can definitely hear you really good. Other than when that person just starts whistling in there trying to cover people up, but you're still making it through. 269, Mr. Paranoid, State of Maine.
Okay, 260, great to make your acquaintance. 73 to you and your family. 1108, Papa Smurf, I'm standing by.
Roger, roger. Go ahead there, Moose. Try for Moose. Papa Smurf, listen to Moose. Moose is going to holler for you.
How about you, Papa Smurf? It's South Portland. You got a copy on the Moose up here in Fairfield?
Station in Fairfield. Barry hurt you. Let's see. Did you say Lewis? I'm not sure if that's what you said or not. Back to you.
Yeah, that's me. I can hear you up here just barely over the noise.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're making the trip down here and I'm making the trip up there, there's got to be something good about that, that's for sure, especially from South Portland to Fairfield. I feel like I just found an old gold nugget. What do you say?
Ten-4 on the gold nugget, absolutely. That was great. You guys were making the trip, that's for sure. Pretty good trip, absolutely, from Fairfield down there to South Portland.
That's definitely better than the other kind of nugget.
There he is, Mike Hunt. Bruce Bay's on too.
2020 QSK standing by for Papa Smurf.
I hear that 2020 out there. Good evening there, 2020.
Hey, good evening. That's amazing. You hear me hearing me because I'm barefoot, but I'm waving at Moose. Good evening, sir.
Roger, on barefoot making it to Bruce Bay. No problem at all there.
Yeah, check. I'm surprised you're hearing me, my friend. I'm only running about 18 watts. lost. Hey, I'll let everybody get back to it. I was trying to get a hold of that Papa Smurf in South Portland, but I'm a duck tonight, so I'll let the frequency roll.
Barefoot and bare-assed.
On mine.
Greg, I love you.
Papa Smurf, 333, Lee, New Hampshire.
333, Lee, New Hampshire, is trying to holler to Papa Smurf. I don't know if you both can hear each other.
Actually, I did hear 2020 out there. I was just kind of waiting for the frequency to clear up before I responded. But yeah, you got a good clear signal up here, down here in South Portland. Go ahead.
Southern New Hampshire, down here in Lee, New Hampshire.
Alrighty, well I am running barefoot, but I'm peaking out right about 150. I could turn on the heat, but you know what? I just don't feel like doing it. I've been on the radio all day talking to people all over the world, and really happy with my addition to the antenna. Boy, who would have known that a simple ground plane would do this much difference? But it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. Papa Smurf, standing by.
Hey, Papa Smurf, thank you for acknowledging me. Barefoot Station tonight. I broke my heat. 2020 Rochester, New Hampshire. You got a great signal down here. 5 over 7.
Okay, 2020 Rochester, you said New Hampshire, I believe it was. That's great. That is absolutely great. You know, a lot of times I'll get on some of the repeaters, the GMRS repeaters, and I can talk to the repeater down in Milton, and I talk to a guy who lives in Rochester. It's really pretty neat. Small world out here in radio land. Okay, 11 away, Papa Smurf. I'm standing by.
Check, my friend. Welcome to the little group here. It's a lot of fun, and you'll get guys, my goodness, all the way up in Millinocket, and some New Hampshire folk jump in. I'll be standing by, guys. Thanks for doing everything. We're on the side.
Hey, Papa Smurf, this is Andy over in Wyndham, just saying hi.
Well, hello there, Andy. Yeah, I think I heard you earlier today on the other net, right?
No, this is the first time I've been on tonight.
Oh, okay. I thought it must have been another Andy on the GMRS net, you know.
Hey, Bone Crusher, how's it going over on Facebook? And Stevie, New Hampshire, sorry about that. Yeah, you're in Woodstock, a little too far. Are you hearing Stevie, are you hearing any of the guys in New Hampshire, like in Lee and Rochester?
Well, when he was just on.
The old breaker on the radio frequency.
Hey, well, Papa Smurf, you're sounding great here in Wyndham. I know it's not a long trip, but you definitely sound great.
Damn, I heard Bone Crusher.
The flowers up in Wyndham, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's very good to know that I did so great for once.
2020, can you hear 420 up here?
10-4 in the 420. You must be Bone Crusher, right?
Yeah, but I doubt you'll copy me tonight because I'm barefoot.
All right, who's that in there with the deet Roger beep? Is that Bone Crusher?
I do know Greg was on there. I don't know if you want to add to the list, but about 2 minutes before we started the net, Greg was on there from South Portland Radio Man, and obviously 420 is in there. So good evening.
Is that CT 420 in Millinocket, or is that another 420?
That would be Mr. Bone Crusher, about 420.
Copy.
Good evening, Bone Crusher. 490, Rigor Mortis Rooster checking in.
I'm pretty sure that's a gentleman who's jumped in here before. I don't know.
390 Rooster checking in.
Yeah, I got Rigor Mortis Rooster, and was there anyone else? Okay, who was it in New Hampshire that was trying to get in? Copy that. 113 Log Jam in Rochester, New Hampshire. And real quick, just wanted to thank Papa Smurf and all you guys out there that did a quick radio check with him. That's part of why we do this, so you guys can test out your station. So I appreciate you guys doing that. And I'll put down 113 Log Jam.
Well, this is 1108 Papa Smurf, and I want you to know it's been very nice, and I felt very welcomed by the group tonight. I am going to call it a day, though. I've been on since very early this morning, and it's time to go take a nap, or my nap's going to take me, one or the other. 73 to every one of you, and I hope to run across you again in the future. 1108 Papa Smurf in southern Maine. We're clear.
Copy that. And a correction, 113 Ball Jam. 113 Ball Jam. Did I get that right? Ball Jam?
Yes, you did.
All right, copy that. And there, Papa Smurf. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's one of the reasons why we do this. We appreciate stopping by and everyone taking a turn there. And I'm also going to make a note. We got another station. I will footnote it. 983 Joey Cran in Epping, New Hampshire. Joey Cran in Epping, New Hampshire on the internet wanted to check in. So I'll back up here and let you guys talk.
I mean, I got questions for Mr. 2020 here. What do you mean did your amp mess up completely, or you just don't want to run it tonight? I know you had some issues with it showing some high match, but did something else happen, or is it just from that still? I was just curious. I was like, man, I hope the whole thing didn't go up. So, yeah, well, I mean.
Yeah, thanks all you guys there on the internet side. Like I said, we normally kind of not do the internet check-ins, but where we went to an oddball channel, we decided to do it because not everyone can get down here. And so, but yeah, we're glad to have everyone here. Thank you.
Disappointed. Those are rookie numbers. You got to step up your game.
Call yourself a real CBer.
Exactly. I can't say we've all caught stuff on fire and shot flames out, but there's a lot of people out here who definitely have.
Yeah, and I'll back it down and be quiet with this. I am amazed that Moose could hear me way up in Fairfield, because legitimately I'm swinging about 18 watts or so. That's it.
CQ.
Roger. Go ahead, CQ.
25-1, state of Maine. We're listening.
Oh, did you say 25, state of Maine?
25-1.
25-1. All right. Whereabouts are you in Maine? General location. We don't need an address or anything.
General location, they call me. I'm down here in Acton, Maine. That's the numbers I use when I'm on the CB band.
10-4. Well, you're definitely sounding good from Acton, Maine. I'll make sure Radio Man gets you signed in. I'll shut up for a minute while I let him do his thing, but good hearing you. And it's always a pleasure to hear some new voices out here.
Oh, yeah.
About this here, so I figured I'd come down off the ham band here and bring down this and see how well it worked on the sideband. It works sideband pretty good up on 75 meters, so it should work pretty good down here.
Yeah, and we got you 25-1 in Acton, sounding real good over here.
Well, I appreciate the flowers, and you keep some to yourself there, because you're definitely sounding good on this little 7300.
Yep, 7300's a nice radio. Okay, yeah. No, and thanks for stopping by to Maine SideBanders. We appreciate it. Any other stations while you're in here real quick that you want to see if you can reach out to, or are you good?
I'm good. I'm just going to sit back and listen if you don't mind now.
Yeah, no problem. We're just kind of free-flowing here after we get everyone in for roll call. So, all right. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, 251 251. This is Andy in Wyndham. Got you just over the noise here, but definitely can hear you.
I don't know, 251. Someone over in Wyndham was just saying hi. I don't know if you heard him, 251.
Go ahead there, Wyndham. I had dog barking at me there, so I kind of didn't hear it all.
Yeah, 251. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me or not, but you're definitely coming through down here in Wyndham.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're definitely making a fine trip down here in Acton. There ain't no doubt about that, Wyndham. Because definitely making a good trip.
Hey, that's good to hear. I'm kind of surprised.
Well, hell, alrighty then.
Yeah, Radio Man 621, I think, is trying to check in.
Oh, well, to me.
621? Where's that?
That's, isn't that out in Rumford there, 621?
You're going to have to help me out, Paranoid.
And boy, yeah, boy just confirmed it. It's 621 over in Rumford.
Yeah, I believe that's Pipeline, 621. Good evening, Mr. Pipeline.
What was that there, Justin? I'm not following you. It says I'm live, F-bomb, FB. What's that? I wasn't following you.
Getting all kinds of stuff tonight.
Morning, Screwdriver. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's going on? Finally found you guys, huh?
Oh, Roger. Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Tasman. Yeah, I went up there, and I should go up there again and yell for anybody, but it was pretty quiet up there, but I know
Oh, you're coming through live there, Justin.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. I just finished wiring up my two power supplies together.
Roger.
Are you getting ready to shoot a flame out of them?
10-4 on that.
Oh, the real flamethrower.
I'm kind of a fan of the big blue flame that comes out of the back. It's more of a spark.
Oh, man, is that arc flash rated?
I am wearing arc flash rated Captain America pajamas as we speak.
Oh, man, did you get them from Hawkeye? Did you steal them from his top drawer?
Well, I was over there today and I asked if I could borrow a pair.
Fucking right.
That's not good if you know what's in Hawkeye's drawers.
Wait, are we talking his drawer or his drawers?
I don't know. I'll just leave that kind of open for people to imagine. Yeah.
Hey there, Mike Hunt. If you think you're going to shame me, you're going to have to try harder.
Oh, what is going on, Mr. Rascal?
Oh, you know, same old shit, just getting older and poorer. You?
Hey,
KW5JDS. Well, welcome.
Yeah, that's what I like about you. You're all feely. Kind of funny, but feely.
Well, I'm all about touchy and feely. I mean, it's better than itchy and scratchy.
So, have you got your sickle out and ridden it yet with this nice of weather?
Geez, you're down in Texas. Oh, wait, Western Washington, huh? I see your streams a lot. Yeah, I stream a lot. I don't know, I like promoting the hobby. I have fun on the radio, all that stuff. I thought you were in Texas. I was gonna say I talked to Texas quite a bit on this band.
Oh, I love playing with the cornholes.
What the? What the?
Turd radio sounding to you down there?
Sounds pretty awesome, like you're down the road. You must have got your power supply fixed.
So I'm running on a little 4-pill right now. I got this homemade switching power supply that I made, and a beat up old Dave made.
Well, yeah, you put it out there, so I use the NCIC database, otherwise known as QRZ lookup.
You know, answering phones and video gaming on fucking line.
No doubt. Well, it's wicked loud, clean, clear. Sounds good. 9 over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say I talk to Texas quite a bit, but if you're not in Texas anymore.
I record the setup there and throw it on tomorrow, but I'm kind of liking the program that I got set up. I downloaded some new VSTs for my audio, and I got some playing to do, but like I said, it's literally just a cheap headset. You know, it's something that you would use playing Call of Duty on the PlayStation. It's actually designed.
I honestly don't know. He is like less than a mile from me, and I don't know if that's why. I'd have to ask somebody farther away how they're hearing him.
From the radio. So I got to split the radio off so I can still have ears with a speaker out here for my live feed and feed into the headphones. But the headphones have that one plug on it, so I either need to get a splitter for it or I need to feed my radio into the computer and then back out. I'm not sure if I can split the audio back out, so I'm still working on those details. Was my SDR going in the background so it's echoing, or it actually could be picking up the room? The mic does seem a little bit more sensitive than it should be.
Yeah, I think it's just a little bit of echo in the room. It doesn't sound like manufactured reverb.
Roger. Go ahead, CQ.
Hey, I'm just going to wrap it up, guys. Saying good night to all you. Radio man, I do have a quick question. I am asking for a friend. Ball Jam wants to know if you're a commando with those Captain America pajamas.
Yeah, that's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Hey, I never asked that.
Hey, I'm curious about this handle Ball Jam there. Where did this come from?
He's a friend with Skidmark. I think they're local. I could guess.
Skidmark.
His handle used to be Ball Gag, but he changed it.
I doubled with you.
Might be telling everybody taking a turn on a guess.
You don't know who this is, do you?
Yeah, I just never hear him great over here on sideband, so it's always been hard for me to tell. Like, if I talk to him on AM, it's fine, but on sideband, I just never hear him good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know. We'll have to catch up sometime, or send me a message on Facebook. I kind of wanted to talk to you more. I got all kinds of crap over here for radio equipment, but we'll have to catch up with you another time. Thanks for stopping by, though.
Well, I mean, you're taking out Cyclops, if that helps.
That always helps.
I had to sign in tonight using Ball Jam just for the hell of it.
Oh, you got me double what he has. I think the legend status just got taken over.
Go to bed, screwdriver.
I probably should, but I'm not gonna.
Hey, did you say that he got double the signal on me right now?
I did. I wasn't being truthful. It's all live on video, so you do have him a little bit, Cyclops, but he's right there with you. I was going to bullshit you longer, but I thought you were getting off. Yeah, switch over to your other one.
Are you live now, Screwdriver?
I am. I'm on Maine CB, I believe.
And more.
Can I check in now?
Yes, go right ahead.
All right, I checked in.
All right, good job. Would you go upstairs and leave for a little bit?
Yeah, second period of hockey game started.
No, then more. Yeah, Papa Smurf was on down in South Portland. I don't know if you know him. I guess he's on quite a bit. He just got done doing some antenna work, but he was on down there.
Papa Smurf?
Yeah, down there in Portland. Sounds like I believe he's a ham operator too, but just put a ground plane kit on his IMAX and is loving it. Has been shooting DX all day on this band and other bands, he said.
Damn hams? They're everywhere.
I'm more of a turkey person myself, but you know, hey.
The Maniac looking for a check-in.
Baloney Radio.
All right, I will let Radio Man get them too. I assume Swiper's on here. I'm going to show some quick video, but I heard Maniac and Greg. So Radio Man, do your thing and make sure they're checked in and say howdy howdy. I'll shut up.
Yeah, I heard Greg in there. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, you got a new neighbor down there, the Papa Smurf there, South Portland. And, excuse me, Maniac. Maniac, are you in Wyndham or Gray? Where are you?
I'm in town right now. I'll be home in space later.
Okay, you got something going on. Your audio's a little janky.
Too much? Too little?
It kind of sounds like you're pulling a record around the needle across a record when you talk. So I think maybe you got too much audio or something going on there.
Must be the space lasers. A little bit. How's that?
Try it again. I double with you.
Turn the mic down a little bit.
Yeah, that's better. I mean, it was a short transmission, but all right, we'll go with it for a little bit here.
I'll be back later on. I just wanted to check in.
Okay, copy.
That was weird.
What's your problem down there in Portland? You worried about the Jewish space lasers?
Yeah, it's a concern down this way.
You better watch it. They'll burn a pimple off your ass.
And Dave in Kentucky.
Oh, stand by. We got some. Who's that paranoid? Who you got?
Dave in Kentucky. Dave in Kentucky would like to check in.
Oh, copy that. Let me bring the antenna around there, but see if I can hear him. I'm on the Omni right now, but we got Dave in Kentucky.
He's going to flip his antenna around, see if he can get you direct, Dave in Kentucky.
Let's see, Dave in Kentucky. Dave in Kentucky. How about that, Dave in Kentucky? You got a copy on the Radio Man over here in New Gloucester. Well, Floyd, if you're still in there, I don't know. Are you hearing Dave in Kentucky? Copy that, Floyd. Yeah, I just switched back over to the quad, pointed up your guys' way. No copy on Dave, but we got him down here in the log. Thank you. Yeah, copy that. Looking at the band, it looks like the skips finally rolled off here. It's not looking too bad, but boy, when we first got started, it was rolling good.
I was gonna say, when I went up to get Fix-It, whoever else was up there, I was actually surprised that it was quieter than I imagined.
Copy that. Yep. Oh goddamn. So I got a rant here. So I turned off the notifications on my computer because I'm getting text messages and stuff, right? No big deal. I turned it off because, oh yeah, it's just like boing, 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 boing. I don't know, some friggin' update went through, and this is what drives me nuts about Windows. They just turned everything back on, even though I turned it off. So now I got to figure out how the hell I turned it off because I turned it off so long ago. But anyways, I'm getting people in the comments in the live stream. They're laughing because I'm getting the Windows pop-up. It just friggin' turned back on. It's never used to. It hasn't done that for years. And Jesus Christ. All right. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I like the garbage pail thing you got on there. That seems pretty cool.
You know, if it helps, I've heard of people's echo turning on automatically out here, and I've heard people's audio creep up all on its own, so it's completely understandable.
Yeah, I'm blaming the Jewish space lasers.
Pew, 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 pew. Called audio creep. The audio creep. You know, I suppose it can happen. That'd be a good handle.
Them damn audio creepers.
The last time I was called a creep, it was for, other reasons.
I'm a creep.
I'm a weirdo.
Ooh, Maine SideBanders karaoke.
What the hell am I doing here?
I'm here.
I don't belong here.
I hope it's being recorded.
It's being recorded. That was actually a really good, entourage there or something.
I heard 5 different people singing the same song. That was actually pretty goddamn funny.
That's going to have to be a video clip to be a YouTube, not a YouTube, a TikTok or something.
Well, I can be part of it. Ken Ford, hurting the ears. That's back when they used to make real music.
No, man, I'm pretty sure that was pretty well in tune. I'm not going to lie.
What's going on, Bob?
Oh, not too much. What's happening?
I was scared in the band, heard them bitching about they couldn't find you, so I wanted to say hello.
Couldn't find me? Oh, yeah, probably a couple people. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dutchman. Sorry about that. I think I finally turned off the notifications. That's what happens is everyone on the radio is sending me messages, and it's going doing, 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 doing.
The whiny crew. Just the same whiny crew.
So not even the people who talk, just the ones that like to listen and, do their thing?
Yeah, those guys.
Roger.
I sent out invitations with glitter.
Yeah, they don't like to join in like that. They just like to join in like that.
Yeah, they don't play with any reindeer games. See how they are?
I think they missed the reindeer game. That's their problem.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. As much as I very dislike that guy, he did keep shit interesting.
He kept them all in check for an indoor antenna and indoor wire. He did a good job.
Yeah, for a fucking bed spring, he did all right.
I mean, Cobra was hearing him.
No doubt. Yeah, he did his thing. I believe that was Cyclops I heard you key up. What's up, Cyclops? I guess not. He was taking you out.
Evening radio, man.
Roger. Have a good one, Cyclops. You have a good day, and we will catch you another time.
Has anyone pointed out that Cyclops signs out like a goddamn Kiss tour? I've heard him sign out 6 times.
10-4. Good night, Cyclops. 2020. Have a good one. Miss Paranoid, Baltimore.
Sorry, BB. I would have said hi sooner, but Cyclops needed to sign out for his 6th time.
Yeah, he's a rock star in his own mind.
I just laugh every time. All right, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Like, how many times have you said that?
It is true, Bob.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm definitely a legend in my own mind. That is for sure. But how's your SWR? My SWR is under a 2. I'm good. Go ahead, CQ. Yes, sir. Oh, Roger, yeah, you definitely went down a little bit. I can still hear you, but you went down. Denver, what was that one, an Antron? I love those tornadoes. They work amazing. Very cheaply made. They bend if you sneeze at them, but they work great. Oh, fuck. I bought a dozen of those things. I sold off 10 of them, and I ran 2 of them. And, you know, just about all of them bent with ice storms at different times. Like 3 of them with the same ice storm, but always bent in the same spot. Like 2 sections up, it would bend at like a 30-degree angle. Yeah, they're definitely, they're not the thickest aluminum out there, but they work great. Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-element beam, so it's a possibility. Hey, you have yourself a super fine 1113, and we will catch you in there some other time. Oh, I'll be quiet for a minute. I'll let Radio Man grab that CQ, but go ahead, CQ, and I know Preston said hi, so we'll be quiet. Yes, go ahead. Oh, who we got here?
That old and can't remember.
Oh, fuck, I've been old for a long time, so probably.
They call me Nummo when they ain't mad at me.
Where are you at?
I'm at home 20, down there in Acton.
Oh, you're thinking of probably the other screwdriver in Rochester. Screwdriver up here in New Gloucester. I was going to say, I know I heard you earlier, but yes, there is another screwdriver, which is actually his first name is the same name as me down in Rochester, I believe.
Yeah, he's up there by California Cloud. But, no, I got my...
I suppose he's just a regular and you're like a Philip?
Roger. No, I'm more like the rusty screwdriver. I'm not golden. I'm not anything. I'm that rusty screwdriver that's been used as a chisel one too many times.
And 2.
Something interesting like a force bit or something, you know.
You're making a hell of a trip up here to Acton, Maine.
Roger. Well, that's good to hear. I just running a little 4-pill tonight, and yeah, it's just an Omni up in the pine tree.
No, you're sounding good. There ain't no doubt about it. We're going to jump back on the quiet. 25-1 back off the key.
Roger, Mr. 25-1. Hey, have a good one, man. All right, Radio Man, I'm going to shut up. I know Mr. Busy B said howdy, so yell back and do that shit. I'm going to grab a soda.
Yeah, I did finally squeak in there and acknowledge his hello, but it was busy. But yeah, I'll do it again in case you missed it. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Busy Bee. Yeah, it's funny. It wasn't a secret that we were coming down here tonight. We tried to advertise it. So, and that's what I forgot to mention to Screwdriver, and he doesn't have to respond, is that I had said, oh, we'll send someone up there to gather any stragglers, but it sounds like Screwdriver went up there and grabbed a few stragglers. So we did pretty good. I don't got the count, but we're over 30, so I don't have the exact count, but just looking at the sheet here, we're over 30. But anyways, good evening to BB.
Hey, Radio Man.
Yes, go ahead.
Not too hard to find, I guess, if you know how to use a radio, but you're sounding good over here this evening. I just wanted to check in and say hello. Been a long time. Radio's sounding good. What are you running for a radio?
Running a Striker 955. I'm currently on my IMAX, and I'm just going right into the front of the radio with a podcasting microphone called a BM800. It's an $18 microphone, and I'm going through a Zoom soundboard that they use for podcasting. It's got some EQing in it, and it's got some voice processing. It's very like light duty. It's designed for people that don't know how to use audio because it's made for podcasters and musicians. You can do like drum loops and shit in it, but it's just going into a stock Striker 955. Nothing's been done to it other than the mod.
Roger, yeah, it's working good over here.
Hey, good evening, BB.
Hey, Paranoid. Good to hear you out there tonight. How you been doing?
Hey, we're doing it, that's for sure.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, get you rolling in here good tonight. Just got the IMAX about 15 feet off the ground over here.
Roger, Roger. Well, you're making a good trip over to Waldoboro, that's for sure.
Yeah, right back at you. Good to hear you out there. I hear them from time to time out there when I got the radio on, which hasn't been much lately, but I've been hearing them out there yelling to you over there in Europe quite a bit.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, usually the mornings on 28 a.m. I'll talk to a bunch of the guys over in Europe and stuff, and then I start my day, have coffee and stuff. But yeah, I talk to them in the morning a lot. And Sheriff from Nottingham and all them guys, there's a bunch of them, we talk to them just about every day.
Yeah, I know you do. I sit here with my coffee in the morning before work time, and even on the days off, I'll spin it on and sit down here at the desk and listen, and I'll be listening on 28 and, the morning show, I guess if you call it that, and I'll hear Europe calling your name, and it makes me chuckle every time.
Roger, Mr. Paranoid, yeah, it makes them chuckle too.
Don't forget about Mr. Sammy. He's on every morning.
I get it. Like I said, I get a chuckle out of it. You know why I do. So it's entertaining.
102 Sammy, talk to him too. Yeah, exactly, Rascal, for sure. Absolutely.
Good hearing you out there. Anyways, good evening, Rascal. I'm going to sit back here and do what I do and listen. I just wanted to chime in, let you all know that I'm not in jail and I'm still alive.
Roger that. Good evening. We're glad you're still alive and not in jail.
Got it. Have a good evening, guys. Good hearing you.
Roger, Roger. Have a good night, BB. Nice. Thanks for checking in on the Sidebander night.
Yeah, I was up on 37 and I was hearing all kinds of skip, and I'm like, well, this is unusual. I spun the dial down to 28, and sure enough, I heard the gossip going on. So I was like, I'll scan around and look for him myself, and I found you guys. It wasn't too hard,
Yeah, it's funny because we had posted it all over like the Facebook group and stuff all week, and I can't say I mentioned it, because nobody hangs out in the same channel, but I did run up to 37 a couple of times and invite people down if they were up there listening. So it's kind of it's interesting out here sometimes.
It really is, because you're giving me like a 15S unit, Bob, and I could hear Paranoid's only giving me like a 5, but I could hear both of you guys at the same time, so pretty cool stuff. If you ever want, they go back and forth. They spin around, listen to you guys, spin back up to 28, talk about you, spin back down or up and listen, go back to 28, talk about you. It's kind of interesting when you sit back and actually just listen.
I mean, it's easy enough. They could just watch one of the live feeds. There's usually a couple going on. It's a whole lot easier to do that and stay on 28. But hey, it's radio, and if you want to have fun, I'm all for them having fun, and we can be as much entertainment to them as we can.
Hey, Screwdriver.
Yes.
I'm actually pretty impressed. I thought the only place you could live rent-free was over in Brunswick, and you had to be an illegal immigrant.
See, I can live rent-free in a lot of people's minds, too. I might not be the 1111 guy, but I'm close.
Like that guy's got a target on his head if you watch that CB Lounge website.
Oh, he's the new mud duck in the desert right now. People are talking about him left and right. I think it's hilarious. I'm like, he doesn't follow people around. He doesn't go to other channels. I'm like, it's called turn your dial. You can go one channel away and he disappears. It's that easy.
Isn't that funny how that works, Bob? You're the nicest guy ever that Bob's ever been in his existence, and they're still coming at you like you're the bad guy.
I know, right? I am not quite the frickin' asshole that I used to be, and yet I'm still an asshole. Oh well, what are you gonna do, right?
No, you're nothing even like you were back in the day. It's kind of funny. I get a kick out of it.
I guess they're lucky they didn't really know me 30 years ago.
Anger management classes worked.
I don't know.
You're not wrong, Radio Man. I've gone to 2 court-appointed anger management classes, 6 months at a time, both of them.
Yeah, he's not the same.
Hey, Dutchman, how you doing? Well, we appreciate you hanging out and stopping by.
I was going to say, you were an asshole too, though, so it just worked for us.
Yeah, Rascal, what he said.
That's right.
I fucking remember you back on Channel 21.
It's been a few days, ain't it? Your voice sounds real familiar.
Yeah? Been talking to you for fucking almost 30 years.
Yeah, Roger. You know, I'm just getting old.
I'm back in the Channel 21 crew.
Oh, yeah, those were some good times, for sure.
I don't have to say the names, you know them all.
Oh, yeah. There's still a few of us still around, I guess. That's good.
Yeah, you know, 60% of them are dead.
I know. That's kind of what I was getting at. A lot of them were either older or just plainly didn't take care of themselves, I guess.
You know, Taurus died about 3 years ago.
I had heard that, yes.
Pussycat died.
Who's that?
Pussycat, remember her?
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, she died a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of people have passed on. Old Marlboro Man, a long time ago, he's gone. There was a bunch of them there that were pretty cool, pretty fun to talk to.
Yeah, I see Pigpen a lot on your feeds there, Bob. Is that Jody Barbaroni? Is that the one in Old Orchard Beach? Is that who that is? Wheelchair Jody?
I do believe so, yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. I seen him up there. I'm like, you know, there's not too many fucking Pigpens out there.
Yep, that would be the one.
I was wondering that too. I remember Pigpen from way back in the day, living in the city.
Yeah, same one, Rascal. You're probably talking to him and don't even know it.
No doubt. That's it. It's been a freaking dog's age, man.
Yeah, he used to drive around in a van, had that fucking super scanner and ground plane like on a 50-foot pole downtown Blake Street.
Fuck, I had to put that thing up by myself on that roof. That was a pain in the balls.
I remember that. That was, you could see that all the way down Elizabeth Street.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Oh, the good old days, huh?
I didn't know you put that up, Bob. Was that in the corner of Blake and Maple, that one?
It was my antenna. It was right when he lived, I forget what that corner was, but he lived right next to his back driveway connected with the Colisee, whatever the hell it is now.
Yes, that was the corner of Blake and Maple, right on the corner. Big green building.
Yeah, we took down, I forget what he had up at the time, but fucking he wanted to borrow that super scanner, and, you know, I was like, oh, it was like on a 22-foot piece of pipe, then we added like a 10-foot piece of pipe, and I'm like, oh, the super scanner ain't any heavier than a fucking an Antron or whatever was up. Yeah, I was young and stupid at the time, but I still almost blew out a nut.
Yeah, I think that's when he lived on Birch Street. He moved a couple streets over. He had the 5/8 ground plane on the corner of Blake and Maple, and then he ended up moving over to Birch Street, which was closer to Bartlett Street, connected Birch and pretty much Bartlett Street.
Roger.
might have had it at both places. I don't remember. But he had that 5/8 ground plane, and it was, I swear it was a 60-foot pipe on top of a flat roof.
Does it even work?
Yeah, because he wasn't going up to put up any of them or take them down, so he didn't care. I'll just get some more pipe, and I'll ask somebody to put it up as high as it'll go.
Back up.
Good thing he had guy wires on it. I know that. Was that you, Paranoid?
Yeah, I had a super scanner back in the day.
Yeah, we all did. I had one too, man. They worked damn good for what it was back then, you know.
Well, really, it didn't really have any really gain, but it had, good, kind of rejection, if you will. At least had that.
They weren't good for downtown if, everybody was close back in the day. There was 40 operators on, 20 different channels, downtown Lewis, and so they were great to real quickly, get rid of some slop. They weren't impressive for how they worked, but they did have some rejection. And they can handle about 300 watts because I put mine up over here last summer, and it worked good, so I got about 300 watts into it, and then a little bit of flameage came out of that, too.
Yeah, the relays didn't like that very much. They have better technology in the small coax nowadays, but, yeah, the relay box, they didn't like that, did it?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the relay box. It wasn't actually any of the relays or anything. It still works perfect in directional mode. Every relay, everything works, but in the Omni mode, the matching network, the LC network, it fucking toasted the coil that was in there. So I just got to make up a new coil and replace the capacitor, and it'll be fine. But, yeah, it was not meant to handle any decent power.
Yeah, that was probably the most people were running back then anyways.
Exactly. I mean, I still ran my 16 pill through it in directional mode. It took everything my 16 had to throw at it through the relays and going in a directional mode, but the Omni, not so much.
Well, they got a little bit more feedback up into that box than it liked, huh?
I mean, that little capacitor and little inductor probably ain't rated for that much, but when it's in directional mode, you don't need a matching network because it's only one dipole. But when it's in Omni, you're trying to phase all three dipoles together.
So what was that, a 9-foot lead on a 9-foot? Is that how that works, 9 and 9?
Yes, there were 9 foot of, I believe, I can't remember if it was RG8 Mini or if it was 75 ohm, but, mine has all been replaced, and, it was pretty rugged. It's just, a couple of components weren't quite up to par.
Right now, but you can call it out to Radio Man or Bob Screwdriver there and let him know. He'll add you to the list.
All right. Who's yelling, Mr. Paranoid?
That's Novocaine.
What is going on? Speaking of Mr. Super Scanner himself, see, if you mention Super Scanner, he's going to come running. What's going on, Mr. Novocaine?
Hello. Good evening. Yeah, I forgot we're going to be down this channel tonight, so just checking in.
10-4 on checking in and being down here. Yeah, it's good hearing you, and yes. Would you just scan around and you were bored and found us, and you went online and said, oh, yeah.
Well, I see that, what's his name put up there? I can't think of his handle, damn it. That there's going to be a different channel. I had to look it up on Maine SideBanders to find out what channel it was, so I found it, and here we are.
Roger. It's funny because I was down here a little past 7 in the radio room, and I was getting ready to, I turned it on. I was messing with some new, well, I say new, but some new cheap audio equipment, and I was like, fuck, I don't even remember what frequency we were supposed to be on, so I had to go look it up myself because I couldn't remember. What radio are you on tonight?
I am on the Azu.
10-4 on being on the Azu. Yeah, that thing sounds great, so that's what I figured it wasn't a Ranger.
Ouch.
I mean, did I say that?
I didn't hear it.
Actually, the first, well, not the first time. I ran this radio like this last week when I smoked my amp, but You know, I'm actually running through the AC mod on sideband for ESSB, and I didn't know how it was going to work, but it seems to be working all right, I guess.
Radio sounds mint.
Yes, this is Thursday night sideband. How goes it? Snowman. Yeah, I tried to yell a couple times for people, but good evening, Mr. Snowman. How you doing? Roger. Well, that was one of the things when we mentioned we kind of wanted to get off 37 just because of the skip. We wanted to try something a little different, and that was one of the things I said. I said, you know, whether it's uppers or lowers, let's keep it close to the 40 band. That way we know people's antennas will be present. I said, we got to keep it up above -15 because, you know, I mean, there's not a lot of people out here still running those radios, but, you know, something like that can only go to -15. So I'm like, yeah, keep it in the wheelhouse. You know, I don't know. Radio Man will probably make a post, or I will tomorrow, and kind of get some feedback from people. I actually enjoy it. This worked out pretty well tonight, I thought. The skip wasn't horrible bad tonight, but, you know, it's kind of a temporary thing. We might go back to 37 next week, but it could be this one. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to take a poll before the end of the night.
I'm thinking as the summer creeps along and the sun is up in the sky longer and longer, we're going to have a lot of skip to deal with later in the evening. So I think we'll probably be off of the CB band more than we will be on it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, I think we're getting into the fat of the cycle. It's not like the cycle is over. We're just starting to get into the meat of it for the next 2 years. Roger, Roger. Radio Man, did you get that? And I'll hand it over to you for a few.
Yeah, I got Snowman in there. How you doing, Snowman? Yeah, you're in Lewiston, correct? Oh, copy that. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, I got a question. Is Taz still in there sandbagging?
Yeah, I'm still in here. What's up?
I was just laughing. You said you saw my... Some people don't know what that is, the garbage pail kid.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Maniac spotted it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, am I friends with you on Facebook? I don't even have any idea.
I think he saw it on, I don't know whether it was the website for Maine SideBanders or what.
Probably YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, I had a guy draw that up for me, and I said I want it to look like a garbage pail kid. Some people don't know what that is, so it's just funny when someone's like, oh, it's a garbage pail kid.
Did you have a collection of garbage pail kid cards when you were a kid?
Yeah, I did. Fucking right, I did.
I like it. Me too.
Oh, yeah, right above my striker, I have Adam Boom. And I don't know if you remember Adam Boom. He was pressing the button, and he had a mushroom cloud coming out of his ass.
Yep, mine was pressed on, pressed in. Had me out on an ironing board.
It was Scotty Potty.
Man, I don't actually remember any names. This is awesome.
Vicky Vomit.
Actually, I think I still have some somewhere.
It was like what? Our Pokemon back in the day?
Yeah, as long as you didn't peel them off and stick them on stuff, you know, some of them are worth money.
Evening, please.
Oh, so, man, I got a couple of points of talking points here, but what's everybody think about supposedly TikTok being shut down by the end of the week or something?
I use it.
I was kind of curious how many people out here did. Ooh, that was a little yucky. Somebody was picking up a lot of crap.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little worried about Swiper's well-being.
Where's he gonna get out his frustrations telling people they're stupid out there?
They might not be in the bathroom as much.
Oh, okay, that was low audio, but a beep was there, so a little bit more audio this time. Yes, we're definitely hearing you, Floyd, but somebody else was trying to, and you were getting over them, but I know they were a little bit better signal, but you definitely had them, Floyd, so whoever that was, a little bit more audio again. Are you on lower sideband? Yeah, your beep's giving me like a 7, but your audio, I don't know if anybody else can hear you or who it even, I can't even tell who it is or where you're at, but maybe somebody else can be a little bit more help, but you definitely could use some more mic gain.
That guy running the indoor antenna talks to Swiper, to Frank all the time, whatever his name is.
Oh, is that Gravedigger?
Yep, there you go.
Oh, that was a little bit better. Are you still on the 955? Ah, okay. I go back to the 955. That doesn't sound bad, but your 955 is probably going to be a whole lot better on channel than that Galaxy or Ranger or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Who is that?
That is Gravedigger down there in Lewiston, I believe. Enter.
How's this audio sound, Screwdriver? I put the D104 on it.
Oh, that thing sounds great. She's cranking.
Perfect over here.
Roger.
I don't know if you were watching my feed, but, I got so much friggin' going on over here tonight. It's crazy, but my power supply and the amp that I hooked up, because it's what I had available, it's got alligator clips on it. You'd be happy.
Yeah, I don't know. What was I looking at the other day? The difference between looking on the computer or the phone, you're zoomed in quite a bit there. All I can see really is the radio.
Oh, right now, I just got it up close, but I did some, I pulled back and I showed it's on a different desk. I showed what I was running. Right now, it's just, sitting on the desk right close to the radio.
Okay.
I can hear quite a few people that I never could hear before. This is pretty good.
Yeah, it is really quiet down here. I mean, this might not be a bad thing to keep it as the new frequency.
Did you hear anybody that said that they couldn't make it down here?
I haven't. I went up there and I made sure I yelled, because I know there's people like, 500 who, whatever has, but that doesn't necessarily have Facebook, I don't believe. So, I know Fix It. I grabbed him first thing. I know there's people out there that may not know, have Facebook and that kind of stuff. But every time I've gone up, there really hasn't been any action. So I think I went up there 3 or 4 times tonight, and it's been pretty quiet. I don't know what our check-ins are at. I stopped keeping track because I know Radio Man was doing it. So I don't know what our check-ins are at, but it seems like a pretty normal night.
Point of parliamentary procedure. Yeah, actually, I was going to comment earlier. We're at 38, which is pretty good. That's actually above normal. I mean, typically we hover between like 30 and 35, so I actually thought we'd be a little down tonight, but we're a little on the high side. 38's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there was like 2 or 3 new people, realistically. You know, and there's obviously a couple like me and, you know, people that we don't hear often, but yeah, I mean, there was a couple of new voices out there.
Yeah, I would agree. I was kind of surprised. Like, there was people that are clearly following on Facebook that just don't talk, and that's fine. Because, like I said, there was new people that popped up down here, so they're paying attention.
Well, I thought it was kind of funny. I actually had a guy I went to school with saw a post. Apparently, you can see stuff when on Facebook, and he saw a post that I made on President George group. Anyways, he goes, "Hey, are you into the radio?" He says, "I tried putting a radio in my vehicle last year and nobody was on, so I gave up." And I told him about, you know, the frequencies that we hang out on, and I said, "Try fire up on 37 lowest sideband this week. You'll hear us." And we're gone.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Son of
I could just see him taking a friggin' baseball bat to the radio.
Yeah, friggin' piece of junk.
Hey, can I jump in with a quick question?
You sure can.
Hey, so this frequency is not like a standard CB frequency, correct?
Yeah, and it's technically like whatever, 6 below or something like that, yep.
So what kind of radios are people using to do this?
We got all kinds out here tonight. Anything from a CB, a unit in Washington, to people running Yazoos and Strikers and Rangers. Yeah, there's quite a variety out here, but almost everybody has the capability.
Hey, Floyd, what's going on? Thanks for helping out tonight.
Be pretty normal.
Is that with like a CB that like you can buy like a unit in or something like that?
Yeah, the new ones are harder to get. They're hard to convert. A new radio, like if you buy a unit in 980, you really can't convert them. But a lot of the older radios, the Cobra 148s, a Cobra 2000, President Washington, or any of those style radios are easy enough to get extras added to them. You can add extras to like a Cobra 29. You know, obviously a lot of people are running like 2950s, 2510s, you know, Galaxy 33s, whatever, that have the capability of coming down here because they're technically a 10 and 12 meter radio, even though we all know why we all buy them.
So is that like something you open up the radio and modify it?
Yeah, most of them need, some type of modification. If it's a CB, you need to add some switches and some jumper wires, cut a couple of traces on the board, depending on what they are. You know, if you're buying a new Striker, it's a 10 meter only radio. You gotta, open the cover and you gotta, cut a wire in it. There's some other President radios where you gotta hold a couple buttons when you power it on. So they're not technically FCC compliant, but this is what everybody uses them for. As long as you stick within a band of 40 down, a band of 40 up, or relatively.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
We're all pirates and we're all illegal, realistically.
Well, I saw something about some kind of Chinese radios that had 120 channels or something, and I was wondering, what the heck is that thing?
Yeah, there's definitely some overseas radios that, other countries have different parts of what their CB is. Frequencies is not always on the same frequencies as ours, so there is a lot of what they call export radios that are out there readily available. We pretty much know why they're all made, because they can all do this type deal.
Oh, so you can get like a foreign radio and there's different frequencies.
Yep, it'll have different bands in it, and you can go to different bands with different frequencies. Like a stock UK radio, theirs are FM, and their channels are from 27, 6.2 to 100 or somewhere right around there.
Ah, okay, very cool.
So, Mr. Hawkeye, what are you playing on tonight?
This is that Quad 5 all the way from across the pond.
Oh, did it come in?
It did.
Oh, man, did Radio Man get his? I didn't hear him hooking it up yet.
Yeah, I don't know what he's done, but it's in his hot little hands.
Oh, man. Are you running that tonight, Radio Man?
No, I've been busy with roll call duty, so it's sitting here. I've delicately removed the warranty of void stickers. I have its panties down, and it's on the bench, and I'm doing a full inspection with its panties down right now.
Nice.
You know, it wasn't a bad deal. They let us combine the shipping, and there was $40 off on it. So, and then I actually was surprised what Hawkeye was telling me. They're actually, you can get those Quad 5s cheaper in Europe.
Yeah, I actually think I might order one. I don't know why, but I might. What's up, Mr. Floyd? Oh, man, you can hear him way out there. Man, his head's going to get big.
Who can he hear?
Hey, Dennis, Tower Power. Yeah, if you you can look me up on YouTube. Well, obviously you found me on YouTube. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can also look me up on Facebook under Radio Man. You'll see the same little avatar as I have on Facebook. I'm getting confused. You'll see the same avatar as I have on YouTube, the little garbage pail kid. And if I go live, or if you want to send me a message when conditions are rolling, if I'm around, I'll hop on the radio, Dennis. There, Tower Power. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, 2167. We got Regal. How you doing, Regal?
I heard him pretty good, and then I didn't hear him come back.
Yeah, Andy said hi. He hears you in Wyndham. Floyd, you know, you can't quite hear Floyd. There, you know, you guys are running a little difference in power, Floyd. So maybe if you step up your game a little, you know, you get that, you know, 3-tube 500Z box, you'll be fine. Roger. Just ain't right. Like I said, I'm actually surprised. I'm doing the same tonight with this 4-pill that I do with my 16, so I'm not in a rush to fucking fix my power supply for my 16 one bit.
So that setup you're running right there sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw this amp and this power supply, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like I said, it's alligator clip. My power wires, well, they're little motorcycle battery jumper cables, but they're just big alligator clips on it right now. I thought you'd be impressed with that.
Well, you know me. I go back and watch it all, so I will be seeing it.
You do watch the whole thing?
Oh yeah. The day goes by fast, Swiper, when you're watching the previous night's radio extravaganzas.
I will listen to them occasionally. I'll just put them in my headphones and then go to work and listen to the whole replay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try playing around with this auto tune on the soundboard. Well, some other evening. I ain't gonna fuck around on here, but I'm gonna have to play around with that. Like I said, I want to fine tune in the audio because when I pulled everything off from my my computer and put it on this laptop, you know, none of the settings followed with it. So I got some shit that I didn't have, and I have shit that I don't, whatever. So there's
Regal, I will as soon as I get a word in edgewise with these guys. You know how it is.
Karaoke sounded so good tonight because you got auto-tune.
Yes, it was keeping me at a, I think I was about a C. I think I was at a C. I can watch the little bubble go around. I do believe I was an octave too high, so I believe it brought me down.
Oh, man, I was impressed. I thought we all sounded great. Taz knocked it out of the park. You were actually in tune.
Oh, man, I can't wait to grab that snippet and put that on TikTok before they shut TikTok down, because that was great. Like, everybody was singing that song in their head, and everybody kept it, like, right in par going through the lineup. It was great.
That was actually funny. It'd be funny to like pick a song that everyone likes to bolt out in the bar, and all right, next week we're all gonna sing. Like I don't know, like Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. I don't know. At least that's one I know pretty good.
What was that song we sang? I forget now.
Creep.
All right, now here's the question: do you know who sings it besides us?
Radiohead.
My friend.
Did I miss this? You guys were singing before I got on?
I think you were on, or you might have taken a pause for the cause.
Oh, you got to listen back, Swiper. It was classic.
When did it just happen? In the last 15?
Oh, it was probably about a half hour ago.
Where the fuck was I? What the hell?
I don't know, but I think Hawkeye might have started it. He said something about being a creep, and everybody started singing creep, and it wasn't even like 10 people doubling up. It was one person saying one verse, the next person saying the other verse, and they kept it. If you would have played the song behind it, it seemed like they...
Hey, thank you, Dennis.
Timing, it was perfect.
Hey, Hawkeye.
Or something.
Hawkeye, it was perfect when Swiper said who? Two people keyed up like a tenth of a second apart, said Radiohead, and it was perfectly harmonized.
Oh, by the way, that reminds me, I want to thank tonight's sponsor for Maine SideBanders net here, Carnation Milk. We all know it comes to us in a little red can. No shit to pull, no tits to pinch. Just punch a hole in the son of a bitch. Thank you, Carnation Milk.
Oh, I thought it was drink your Ovaltine.
You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em.
Know when to walk away.
You know when to run.
You gotta count your money. There'll be time enough for counting
when the dealing's done.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad either. That was pretty good.
Oh, God, I'm thinking this is going to be a new installment.
Yeah, we're going to have to pick a new song every week. We're going to have to, some of these songs I'm going to have to practice on YouTube first so I can get the lyrics down. So we're going to have to plan in advance a little.
Well, now I need an EQ box just for the auto-tune.
I actually think my Zoom board has that in it.
What's that, Rascal?
He's already got the right hairdo to be in a rock band.
Oh, fuck it. I am so excited. It's St. Paddy's Day this weekend. My hair is already done up. Obviously, I had it done up last weekend or 2 weekends ago when we went out, but I still got it. It's still bright green. I've been taking very good care of it, taking cold showers, so I am ready for some St. Paddy's Day, and I am ready for my wife to be down in Nashville because I am going to keep my hair done up all week next week and go out every night.
Oh, take the color out of it?
Yeah, the hot shower will definitely run the color, so you got to keep with the freezing cold showers, or at least with your hair, and you don't wash it every day. You might put some conditioner in it, but you only wash it like every 3 days.
Hey, Swiper, if he's taking cold showers, he's not presenting good when he gets out.
I was in the pool.
Girl snowboat that, right?
Yeah, girl snowboat shrinkage. That's a real thing.
Present arms.
Oh God, we can do the song, and Hawkeye can provide the sponsor. Just so you know, we're entertaining everyone in internet land that's listening. I got a few people that are laughing about the musical segment. Oh, and before I forget, Regal said to say hi to everybody. He checked in on the internet. He wanted me to say hi.
Oh, man, where is he tonight? He was on the radio a few nights ago, maybe Monday.
I don't know. Regal, if you're listening, say something in the chat while you're not on the radio.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know.
I'm working the ropes here on next week's sponsor. We'll see if it comes through or not.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, tell him we'll take payment in lieu of cash. We'll take radios.
Power supplies.
Yeah, power supplies. So, you accidentally hooked it up in the wrong setting, huh?
Yeah, got it all wired up, put back in. Of course, it's a middle one, so it was a pain in the ass. So I got it all back together, and I'm like, yeah, everything looks good. Okay, I gotta turn the power on and set the voltages. That'll be good to go. Flip the switch, and boom!
Did you?
I even pulled some cable back. I was going to plug in my 800 amp power supply tonight because I was like, fuck, I got a plug I forgot that went to my milling machine and my lathe. I was looking around the shop and I'm like, fuck, I could pull this back over here and use this. So I was going to do that tonight, but I ran out of time.
Did a little bit of poop come out?
A little bit of poop when it blew up.
And she yelled, "Are you okay? What happened?" I said, "Oh, I just blew up one of my power supplies." And she said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah." She didn't believe me. She came downstairs looking at me and looking in my eyes. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I wasn't nowhere near it when it went off." I ordered another one, and I'm going to try to get these repaired. I'd like to end up with all of them. I'd have 5 of them stacked up there to get overkill.
Overkill is always good.
Yeah, it's always fun when your wife opens the basement door and she's like, "The lights are flickering upstairs. Are you okay down there?"
Oh, she heard it go off. It sounded like a shotgun. It must have been one of them big fucking cats that blew up.
You take the cover off, you'll probably see where it's dented, where it hit.
I didn't even pull it out of the middle there. I packed up the
All right, copy that, Regal. I'll relay that in just a second. And just so you guys aren't confused, I can monitor the chat on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're like, who the hell's talking? So Regal's over on Facebook. He's one of our locals, and he was answering a question. And I know we got people talking on YouTube.
Maybe I can salvage one of them.
Roger.
Hey, I just want to pass a message from Regal.
Let's hear it.
He says, still not up to par on setup for power and no radio with extra channels, just 40. So that's the story why he's not on tonight, but he's listening.
Oh, man.
I was kind of thinking that he had I think he runs a Galaxy that it was just a 40 channel.
Those ones are so easy to convert, though. You just snip 2 wires and put switches in line. You don't even need to add anything. It's great.
Yeah, I modified Cobra's radio that day we were doing the teamwork install on Swiper's truck. Then Cobra goes, I didn't think of where my radio's mounted. I can't get to the switches now. Screwdriver, you want to handle that?
Okay, sure. I can do this. Whoever that was, you didn't sound amazing. I would almost say by the signal and the sound of it, it was Gravedigger again, but we could not understand whoever that last key up was. You had some screechy, squealy, too much audio, background noise, something. So Cut your...
Yeah, Swiper had a little incident, as you heard, with his power supply for his big box.
It almost sounded better when you said, how about that? But it still went to hell. So I think you need to go back a little bit more.
I don't think it's a mic gain issue. He's got something else going on over there because all I'm hearing is...
Yeah, I see what's going on.
Oh, there you go. I assume it's because you were running an indoor antenna and a power mic, because this happened on both radios. And my guess would be at this frequency, you're getting more RF feedback than you do up on 28 and 37. That would just be my first instinctual guess. Yes, I do. What's happening? Really? Huh, that's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, screwdriver.
Roger. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I've got some very serious rigging audio going on right now, and my computer is, 10 feet away on another bench, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get some weird RF in there. Yes, Radio Man.
Sorry about that. I was on the Omni. I forgot to mention Mr. Magoo. He was making up some of those Maine SideBanders stickers, and he goes, "Should I make some in green to match Screwdriver's hair?"
Fucking right. Now you're talking. Yeah, and, I don't know what he's charging for them. I definitely want a couple. I'm kind of disappointed I did not get a patch the last time, but definitely want a couple. So, yeah, I'll definitely make sure you tell him.
So I can tell you, I don't know if he's, I don't want to reveal anything because I think he's trying to make it like I know someone who might be working on some patches. Let me put it that way. And when I talked to Mr. Magoo, he said, well, he goes, maybe like $5 he was figuring. So I told him I'd help him with it, try to kind of wrangle the cats. So I got to sit down and look at it because he's printing some up. He can print them in all different, he can print them in all different colors.
Roger. Yeah, and I realize the patches can definitely be made from, I see them all over the place with different town names. So it's not like this Maine TV, I guess, was something new, even though I kind of just wung it with that name. So that surprises me. But obviously I've seen a bunch with other states on, so I'm sure we can get some. Yeah, and I have no problem. I know at one point in time he wasn't too worried about price, but I got no problem with donating some money for, whatever, just so other people can get some that maybe don't have the money to spend $5 a piece or whatever. So I got no problem with donating a little bit to help out to keep costs down either.
I'd like one of those stickers too. I'll donate some money too. I'd like mine in red. Match my truck. Go great in the back window.
Yeah. I've been talking with him. He might be listening. I know he said he tried last week. I don't know. I'll have to send him a message. I'm surprised I didn't hear him tonight. But I don't know. Anyways, I know he's working on getting an IMAX and he wants to get a base radio. He's mobile only. And he does listen around a lot, and he does shoot skip, and he's pretty into it. So I've been keeping track, and I've been in touch with him. We'll get it all straightened out here. We were just talking about it earlier. I'm surprised I didn't hear him tonight. Roger.
I'm out of it.
Oops, I keyed on somebody.
Yeah, I think it did come out of it. Try it again.
Roger on that. No, I think it was my powered speakers over the mic cord.
Yeah, it's working good now.
Thank you, sir.
Ah, Runt's still in there.
Yeah,
I was trying to pick on you earlier. Your video, I can't see what you're messing with on the bench. You were talking about messing with your radio.
Yeah, you probably saw me. I was putting together an Anderson power pole and on a power cord, and I got a President George CB over here that I'm messing with. I was turning it on, making sure it works out of the box before I do the Friendly Candy Company mod.
Roger on that.
Oh, hey Dennis, are you on Facebook at all? You could see a picture of it. One of the locals here is making up a sticker, and you could see a picture of it. Are you on Facebook at all? I mean, I could send it to you. I don't know how I could put it. I wouldn't be able to put it in the chat, but he just made a sticker that says it's the outline of the state of Maine, and it's got like a little tower, and it says Maine SideBanders. It's a club, but we don't, we're not like an official club. Like, we don't have meetings and stuff, but we're just kind of a loose-knit group. But yeah, I think he was going to sell them for like $5. But if you find me on Facebook, I could talk to you over there.
It's the longest I've ever run this power supply. I do hear the fan slowing down a little bit, but...
Actually, isn't my email in the text crawl here? I'll put my email in the text crawl. You can email me. Maybe you're not on Facebook. I know not everyone does Facebook. Let me put my email address in the text crawl, and then you can write it down. I don't care. It's my email I use for CB, and I broadcast it. So let me do that.
Yeah, it still sounds good, though. Hey, Maniac wants to buy it.
I mean, for a 4-pill on sideband, I'm getting 660 to 692 watts out of it right now, just driven with the striker. And I mean, I'm only swinging up about 40 watts out of the striker into it on sideband.
Really? You're driving that thing pretty hard.
They claim these 4-pills can take up to 150 watts of swing.
Yeah, I'm only swinging like 35 in that 316 right now. I don't know what I'm getting out of it. Yeah, 665. I could crank on it.
All right there, Dennis. I put my email address in the text crawl. You can write it down, but it's just RadioMan260, RadioMan260 at proton.me. If you're not on Facebook, you can converse with me over there if you'd like.
Hearing me, everybody, Cyclops is hearing me, for what I'm doing for power. Going up to what I normally run, what is that? Half of an S unit when I go from this to the 16, maybe a full S unit. Is it really worth it? I mean, I don't see my lights dimming right now.
Right. No. Yeah, no, I just bumped it up another 10 watts. Yeah, I'm getting almost 700 now. Not anything noticeable.
I imagine it makes it, the one I'm running, the 2-pill, versus the 2 driving 16 is quite a difference.
Yeah, the 2-pill, I'm sure. But like when I'm out back on my 6-pill, or right now on this 4-pill, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm still sure there's a difference. But is it a huge noticeable difference? Yeah,
I tell you, I'm kind of liking this radio. This is $139.
Well, damn, order me one then. I need one. And what, did that 10 watts make a difference out there to you, Floyd? $10.4, not making any difference to you. Yeah, no, that's cheap. Hawkeye. I mean, I thought they were right about $189 or something. And I'm like, fuck, for a $200 radio, I think that radio, I ain't gonna get into it, but I think it's a great looking radio, and it sounds great.
Which model Quad 5 did you get?
The older style, just the Quad 5. Well, actually, I guess this is a Quad 5N, but it's not like, it's the older style with the channel display.
No problem there, Dennis. Yeah, I'll look for your email.
I think I got one of those. Be careful driving it through a kicker.
Why you say be careful, guy, I'm going through a kicker. What do you know? I want to hear some insights.
Well, I got a perfect match, and it's blown up mine's blown up 3 different kickers, so it's definitely got something to do with the radio.
Oh, no, which kickers you blew up?
Blew up all of them.
Well, I mean, you got a bunch of kickers, so I don't know which ones are all of them.
How much were you drinking?
Oh, man, what was that, Rascal?
I said, yes, Donkey was one of them.
Really? Oh, man, that's rough.
Did he blow up?
The Donkey Stomper. I'm sure, I mean, that's a 2 driving 8. I'm sure your 703 must still be fine.
Yeah, because I've been running that with my 2517, same antenna, same coax. I got almost a flat match, but something about that quad 5 radio. First of all, it blew up my 2-pill, and I never figured out quite why, because I got a good match. It was nice and cool, the whole 9 yards. Then it took out the driver tube out of a tube amp I had, and I figured I just was driving it too hard. And then Donkey. And there's no reason for that. I was only keying 2 watts into it, swinging like 12, 15. The thing was nice and cool. But something's up with that Anytone radio. And Birdman's got one, and it blew up his amp a couple times too. And once he changed radios, never had another problem since.
Huh. That is very peculiar.
Boy, that really sucks, man. 2 driving 8? Yeah.
You know what part you blew up? Maybe just the driver section?
It blew up one of the 2 drivers. Because it still keys up like 100 watts. It was keying 250, swinging 12, 1400. Now it's keying up like 150, swinging 750, 800. So I'm pretty sure it's one of the 2 drivers.
Pop the cover off, you should be able to see the little 10 ohmers next to the pills. Should be smoked.
Nothing burned, nothing. Nope. Just like with the 2-pill. Nothing burned in that either. Just pop the pill.
Man, with a tube amp? What do you have for a tube amp you blew up? I'm just kind of curious of how, usually those are pretty forgiving.
Yeah, it was a 1 driving 3, one of them Firebird 500s or whatever. It has 1 driving 3, I think.
Ah, yeah. That is surprising because usually those sweep tubes are pretty forgiving on any of that type of stuff. I wonder if the radio has just been peaked and tweaked to the point of it's just too much drive. I mean, you know, some of these radios, it's a lot of drive for a 2-pill, that is for sure. So if you have a 1 driver or a 2 driver, it could be a little much.
Well, I mean, you know, with Donkey, it blew up on me. Like I said, it wasn't hot. There was no smell, no smoke, no nothing, you know. I happened to look up at my meter when I keyed up, noticed I was putting out a 100-watt dead key instead of 200-watt dead key, or 250, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? I get looking, I've looked inside the thing, it's got the 6 big fans, you know, so you can see in there real well with a flashlight. You can see all the pills, all 10 of them. Nothing's burned, no resistors are burned. I couldn't smell a smell. Somebody else stuck their nose to it, said they could smell a little smell, but I can't.
Yeah, those small resistors, you might have to pop the cover off to really see them, but yeah, that sucks. I mean, it could be a bunch of different things. I would think that the radio is just putting out more power than than your driver needed to. That would be my initial guess.
2 watt swinging 12, according to Chad, the guy, Jolly, whatever his name is, from Donkey Stomper. I watched the video, same exact unit, and he was driving it with a Magnum, some kind of Magnum radio. He was keying 5 watt dead key. He said, do not exceed swings of 40 watts. I was keying 2, swinging 12, 15.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to put 40 watts into a 2-pill driver stage that realistically is only going to be getting 80 watts out. You know what I mean? That's way too much. So that is pretty easy to toast something doing that. So, but I mean, you know, it depends on the radio if it's been tweaked. I mean, if you're always watching it and you got a set of meters in line, I mean, you wouldn't think that would have been a problem.
Right, oh, I do. That's what I mean. I was pretty easy with it, too. 2-watt dead key, and, you know, when I'd modulate, it would swing 15, maybe a little more, maybe, but I kept it down low. But, yeah, it still did it. Like I said, 3 kickers, same radio. Definitely the radio. And I know somebody else that had similar issues with their Anytones Quad 5, too, but it ain't getting a chance to do it again. I've been running that 703, and I've been a little hard on that. I mean, with my 2517, I'm keying like 8-watt dead key into it to get a 200-watt key, and it's swinging 4, 4 1/4, and it never gets hot. It's never blown up. I run that thing all the time, and definitely something to do with that radio.
Just weird. I've never heard anybody else have that kind of complaint about it. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't. Obviously, it's happened to more than one person, but this is the first I've heard of any of that. Yeah, that's weird. And heat usually does not kill an amp. You know, that's what people don't get. You know, if you feel heat out of the back of an amp, that means it's working properly. Heat might, you know, if it's overheating, it might, you know, take the longevity of the amp, you know, and shorten its lifespan. But heat very rarely blows an amp. A bad SWR, it can, but that doesn't blow an amp as much as overdriving an amp. That is the biggest problem. You will never feel any heat. You can overdrive an amp and it'll blow up within 5 seconds. It won't have a chance to actually heat up. So overdriving an amp is going to be the number one killer of blowing it up. Heat is probably the least of your concerns. Overdriving and then SWR after that. That's the 2 biggest culprits of blowing up an amp.
Is that Quad 5 any more powerful than the Quad 6?
No. See, it shouldn't be. The Quad 5, Quad 6, I think they're based off the same thing. The Quad 5, somebody said was the same board as in a Striker, based off a Striker. I don't know.
But yeah, key, you know, on low it keys up like a 2-watt key. On high it probably keys up like 8 or 10 watts, and it swings 35 about around there.
Okay, are you in there?
Yeah. Low end is
hold on.
less than 20.
Okay, do you know what the you had that Quad 6 set at with the power all the way down?
Like 1.5 watts.
And more. That's what I've been using. I just have it all the way down, driving that 501 or whatever the fuck, 503, whatever it is. The KL. Yeah. I haven't had any problems. I don't talk on it all terrible a lot, but I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, no, this Quad 5 doesn't put out as much power as a Quad 6, so I don't know. That's weird that there's more than one person that had an issue, but makes me wonder if he bought that new or got it secondhand.
The amp?
No, the Quad 5.
Oh, yeah, somebody tampered with it.
Yeah, I got a feeling it doesn't have anything to do with the output power. There's something else going on in there.
It didn't have it wrong. I said I got mine. I've got the box for it. I didn't buy it brand new. I got it used, but it was pretty much brand new. It was in the box, and I don't think anybody had ever even taken the bracket out of the plastic or nothing.
Yeah, roger that. Well, I can definitely tell on site. Now, would you say that you did most of your talking on AM on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can tell you, I've got my power set at 12 o'clock on this radio, and it's definitely driving the amp harder than I normally do. It's swinging up over 300, and I can see the power supplies are like at 20 each, so that's 40 amp draw. That's the hardest I've run this amp, so she's got a little bit of yank on sideband, I'd say.
Yes, I like the sideband function on that radio because it's got the the clarifier click 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 a KC at a time. It's a cool radio. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna probably put it in my truck, because I only use my truck to go camping and stuff. But yeah, it's a nice radio, and as far as the way they work, it's pretty amazing. I think they have wicked good receive.
One thing I did notice about that radio, that Quad 6, the fucking receive is awesome. Even when I'm in downtown, Shitsville, in the city with all the buildings around me, I'm still hearing all kinds of traffic.
Oh yeah, those Quad 6s have a great receive.
I'm so impressed. That's what I've got in my car with a stereo 5000 magnet mount. And I'll tell you what, it's probably the best mobile I've ever had, honestly. I leave my house in the morning and I can talk to 500 and Week One, all them guys up in the city. And I'm only a couple miles down the road from my house over here in Edgecombe, Booth Bay. That's pretty phenomenal for just a barefoot radio.
Yep, definitely. I've run quite a few radios in my truck this year, and I keep coming back to the Quad 6.
I wouldn't trade mine out. That's why I was hoping to get a higher drive amp that could keep up with it. I'd like to get an amp, a comp amp, 4-pill or 6-pill or something like that built, and I want to put it in the trunk of my car. I got one of the newer Farfik Nugans now, and I got a feeling if I put too much juice up front, I don't know how the car is going to like it.
Yeah, I think you're safe as long as you stay under an 8-pill. Start getting into 8-pills in vehicles, and then you're going to start worrying about. And that's just my opinion. That's where I am. I wouldn't go bigger than an 8-pill. I don't even know if I'd do an 8-pill. I'm actually happy with what I got with that 503.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I got a 703 that I run on base here, too, and I was thinking about maybe another one, or when I get my shit set up and right and get donkey fixed here and start using it all the time, then I'll probably put the 703 in my car. I don't know if it'll hold up to that Quad 6, though. That's a pretty zappy little radio.
Oh, the 703, that'll take anything that Quad 6 or Quad 5 can throw at it.
That's what I was thinking. I'm not scared to run that Quad 6 into that 503 at all. It doesn't even fucking faze me.
And you got to figure that 503 is half the size of a 703. So that's supposed to take half the drive, and yet, obviously, I wouldn't be worried about running a Quad 5 or a Quad 6 into that 503.
Just feed her the onions.
If I'm buying another one, I'd probably just get a competition series amp because they're not that far off from money. What are the 703s now? What do those cost? Like, they're close to $500, ain't they? For what? Another $100, you could have a, Carl built or one of them guys build you an amp.
I don't think you're getting a Carl built for $400, $500.
A brand new 4-pill car built is, I believe, right about 500.
Right, that's what I was going to say. I just looked on this site. You can get them pretty cheap, actually. They're not that bad.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, get one of Danny's amps. He does a good job.
Hey, Screwdriver, that worked out pretty good with Hawkeye and I getting those radios. The guy combined the shipping into one box, so we saved like $60 on the shipping, and they dropped the price on this President George $40. And Hawkeye made an offhand comment, oh, I just ordered a radio. I called the guy up and I said, hey, I want to order one too, but can you throw it in one box so we can save money on shipping? That wasn't a bad deal. And it was 3-day shipping. Christ's sakes, Amazon can't even do that.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, like I said, I've definitely been thinking about getting, I got that Quad 5 that Top Gun Quad 5 that I unboxed last week and played with, but, you know, that one, I don't know. It's a beautiful radio with the red lettering, the red face, and this and that. I don't know if I want to put it in the mobile, but, you know, $150 radio, a $200 radio, I kind of want to buy a brand new one and put it in my car for a sideband and just give it hell. You know what I mean? Something that I don't care about quite as much.
Hey, on a side note there, when I was down there working on those power supplies, I pulled the filters off my fans on the amp, and I, could peek right down through the fans. It is spotless in there, and those filters were fucking dirty. I washed them out, put them back on there, but they are doing the trick. I'm really impressed with those little foam filters. They work.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still want to get a Quad 5. I don't know. I guess we'll find out if anybody else blows anything up. But yeah, as far as the amp thing goes, I mean, I guess this just kind of goes to show you can prepare as much as you want. You can underdrive them. Underdriving the amp, it isn't always a good thing either, but you can prepare as much as you want. You can take all the precautions in the world, have everything perfectly, and you still blow up an amp. So you might as well feed it the onions and get some smiles out of the damn thing, because they're all going to blow up sooner or later. No, that's just me? No. Okay.
Over the years, I've never really blown up. Maybe one or two. That was it over the years. Well, ever since I got back into it, I've had pretty bad friggin' luck. But I've kind of ruled it down to that one thing now, which, like I said, it didn't make any sense because everything else was in play as far as good match and all that goes. I don't get it. Everything had adequate power source. It just didn't make sense.
I mean, it could have some weird harmonics coming out of the radio. I mean, you never know. If somebody spread the 54 megahertz tank circuit or something, well, they peaked and tweaked it. It could be getting some really bad harmonics that are outside of where the amplifier can handle, and it could have blown it up because of something like that. I personally have never seen it, but, in theory, it's definitely a possibility.
It's kind of weird. Yeah, the radio seems to work good. I don't know. It is weird. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If that's the common denominator and blowing up 3 amps, I'd be a little concerned too.
Well, yeah, considering, like I said, I got my 2517 bass. I've been running it through that 703. Consistent, being long-winded, everything, no issues. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, definitely odd.
But, oh well, when I get it fixed back up, I don't know. Bonecrusher had a good idea because I didn't really want to lift the legs of all the 10 transistors and check them. I'm pretty sure it's in the driver's circuit, but like he said, could isolate that and just try the 8-pill part of it, make sure that puts out. I don't know, I'm sure there's a way where I could probably put a switch in that thing to switch it back or forth on to shut the 2-pill part of it off. I could drive it, with something else.
Yeah, if you do enough work into it, you can. You have to put new relays in and do a bunch of output tuning and input tuning on the two sections. I mean, you got to set it up as 2 separate amps. So it can be done. That is for sure. It could be a lot of things blown in it. just to think it's the 2-pill, a lot of the times if you blow your 2-pill driver section, the amp won't work at all because you get no power past it. Usually you'll find out it's something in the final section.
Yeah, Cyclops, what was it? 41, 42? I gotta look. But it was, yes, I agree.
2 driving 8 is, that's about as max as you want to go. I mean, I go 2 driving 16, and I can blow up my 16-pill with a 2-pill. I guarantee it 100%. So you're more likely you probably lost a final or two, and in the combiner circuit, the resistor is taking up the excess heat, so you can still run on half your resistors. Usually if it's one driver pill, the push-pull stops working. Usually in a single application, if you blow up one, the pair stops working.
That's why I've never ran that 2 driving 8 and that 1600V. I've always ran it just as the finals. I've only done it a couple times with a low watt radio.
Biggest thing is to watch your output. I don't necessarily care about input at all. I don't care about an input to any radio. I always watch the output of an amp, and I know what the transistor should do. But that's a hard thing too, though. So if you are driving that 8-pill with, let's say, you get the 2-pill shut off and you're putting 100-watt swing into the 8-pill because that's what it can do, that is really hard on a relay. That relay of the 2-pill, you're bypassing that relay. But that circuit is, it's not designed to take a 100-watt swing through that relay sometimes. It depends on how they built it. So I get a little sketched out running my ICOM through my 250. 250's off, but it's still going through it. It's a little too much power that I don't necessarily feel comfortable running it through the electronics of it. Even though it's shut off, I get worried.
Yeah, but that 1600V was designed to run like that, though.
It's still a Texas Star 250 attached to it, or 350 attached to it. It still has 2 separate relays. You're still running 100 watts through it. I've been doing it here for years, and it hasn't been an issue, except for one time I accidentally turned it on. But I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable. I would rather have a 100-watt radio going straight into, straight into my 8-pill or my 16-pill. I don't like bypassing my 2 drivers. I just don't like putting. You're only getting 150 watts out of the 2-pill. I don't like putting a 150-watt radio through it. Even if it's off, I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I know people do it all the time. I just don't necessarily feel comfortable doing it. And I do it. I just, like I said, not a big fan.
Yeah, I don't swing that much through it. Maybe 80. No, not even that. You know what I mean? I don't swing 150. I never have.
I mean, you're running New Yezu through it right now. I mean, it's a 100-watt radio. You're running through a 2-pill section that's off. You know what I mean? It's just something that, like I said, it's not a bad thing. It just kind of is unnerving to me. I don't necessarily like it. Like I said, I do it. I just don't like it.
No, I'm on the Sweet 16, the regular straight 8 right now. Just, the old slab style one.
Way more rugged, that is for sure. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with the other one, but those flat style regular Sweet 16s, those things are bricks. They are just go. They'll go and go.
This one's hardly used. I don't know. I've hardly ever used it.
I think I heard a break in there. Go ahead, break. Hey, Mr. Pipeline, you have yourself a super fine night, and you're sounding good tonight, and I'm surprised you can hear me on this little turd of a setup, but yes, you're sounding good, my friend. Right now I'm talking with Tasman over in Pownell. Roger. Yeah, it could just be something in the air and down here on this frequency, just something a little odd in between us tonight. Have a good.
I can hear him just barely in there.
Yeah, he's out there in Rumford, and if you've seen where he was at, there's mountains like within 100 feet of where he's at. There's fucking mountains that push straight up. It's pretty crazy.
I guess I'm going to get out of here as well. You guys have a good night.
Hey, have a good one, Swiper.
Catch you later.
Have a good one, Swiper.
Later, Swiper.
I actually might head Mobile here in a minute. I got a buddy who needs a little bit of help tonight, so I might go run into town real quick.
Yeah, this Yaesu, if I set it to 45 watts, it's all it's going to swing. If I set it to 100 watts or whatever, the full maximum, it will swing 100. But if I set it to 45 or 25, that's all it's going to swing.
Well, here's the big thing, though. I mean, if you're running an 8-pill, I don't care if it's a drive or whatever, but underdriving it is not good for it either. Underdriving an amp, to say you want all this headroom and loafing around, underdriving an amp is pretty bad for him. Putting a bunch of swing into an amp is not necessarily the best thing for him. An amp is to be made to run at 60% to 80% capacity. So if you're going to take an 8-pill and get the same power out of it as a 2-pill, you're actually doing damage to those transistors by running them that low in power.
That's right.
And it usually doesn't sound as good because your audio is, you're not in the linear section of the amp. So if you're not in the linear section, that's when they consider them modulators because it makes your audio louder. Well, it distorts your audio. And that's not always a bad thing. I shouldn't say that like it's a bad thing, but it's not where they should be. And, that's right. You tell them.
Yeah, now it's up to, I don't know, I bumped up to 60 watts. Does that sound any better right there? Now it's doing about 725, 22, something like that.
I mean, I personally just put 100 watts into the 8-pill all day long. That wouldn't bother me at all, but it sounds fine. With a Texas Star, they are biased, so it's not going to make as big of a difference on that amp as it would if you were running like a Donkey Stomper or this Dave May. I mean, this Dave May don't even have a relay in it. I hear this thing clicking like a motherfucker right now. There's no biasing in this. There's not even a delay relay in it. All there is a power switch. Exactly. Feed it the beans.
No doubt about it. There we go. Yeah.
All right, guys in internet land, I need to shut the stream down and get ready for bed. Thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you guys next week. I'm out.
If you're trying to swing 2,000 watts out of it, which I see people do, that's